Good morning. Happy Thursday. Interesting topic. We as adults are still growing. We never stop growing, not physically, but emotionally and mentally. You're not the same person you were a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, because we're all continually, learning life lessons and evolving. Well, if you're in a relationship, now this is any relationship, whether it's your kids, co-workers, best friend, spouse, any relationship, three things will happen. One of three things, I promise, one of three things will happen. You will grow together. That's when you're both willing to put in the work, accept each other for who you are. You're going to grow together, and that's beautiful. That's why friends have been best friends for years. That's why couples stay together for years. They grow together. The next one, you grow stagnant. Yeah, it's just, they're there. You really don't have anything in common. There's nothing really to talk about. If it's someone you're married to, you're just glorified roommates. It's not that you don't love them. It's just you're not in love with them. And that's growing stagnant. And the last is you grow apart. You're so busy, you're caught up in your own lives, you grow apart. You don't make time to put the effort in to nurture something you share together, so you grow apart. It happens a lot, and that's okay, because you're not the same person you were, they're not the same person they were. Accept it for what it is. There's no need, to get ugly and cast blame and scream and yell and point fingers. If it isn't working, it's either stagnant or you grew apart, let it go. Decide what you want to do. Do you want to try and rebuild? Do you want to just say, hey, we had a good run, let's let it go? Think about it. There's no need to be ugly. You were friends when you entered into it. You can leave it as friends. You really can. Because nobody has to be to blame. It happens. Life happens. We outgrow people. You may have siblings or family members that you grew up with, and you used to be so close, and you think, God, we used to talk all the time, we used to hang out, and now we never call, we never see each other, maybe funerals or holidays or something like that. Well, honey, you've grown apart. They've grown, you've grown, you don't have anything in common anymore. That's okay. Wish them well. That's great. When you do run into them, reminisce a little bit, wish them the best, and keep going. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, you have grown too. You're not the same person you were. I want you to let go of the past. I know. Some people are kind of self-flagellating. They've had a rough past, and they're not willing to forgive themselves of that. They carry it with them. Like, I can't, what was it? The Scarlet Letter, where the girl was an adulteress and had to wear, what was it? An apron or a smock or something with a big red A on it for adulteress. Honey, what you did in the past was in the past. You can apologize for your actions. You probably can't go back and change anything, but you can apologize. You have to own your past. We all have to own our past. Honey, back in the 80s, I was the biggest bitch anybody could ever encounter. Honest to God, I was very attractive back then. I was a surgical intensive care nurse. I made really good money. I was a single mom. I supported my son. Yeah, I was a holy terror. I was an absolute bitch. And people that know me now, they laugh, and we joke about it, that I am nothing like that now. Life lessons will humble you. And we all know that. That's why we have them. But if I hurt somebody's feelings from back then and I see them, I apologize. Oh God, I am so sorry for the way I behaved. And you let it go. Own your past. Accept your future. You're not the same person. Let it go. Now, there are those people that will not let it go when they see you. They are going to lord things over you that happened when you were 10 years old. Honey, that's on them. If they are that narrow-minded and closed-minded, that's on them. It's not on you. Let them think whatever the hell they want to think. Whatever. You know the truth. That's them. Whatever. Just be authentic. Be who you are today. Accept who you are today. Glorify yourself. Celebrate who you are today, how far you have come, the life lessons you've learned. That's wonderful. That's something to celebrate. To celebrate that you're not the same person that you were, that you have evolved, that, you know, you've grown up a little bit. I will be 65 this year. I am way old. I am older than dirt. I have learned a lot of life lessons, and I've learned them the hard way. Trust me. And that's okay. But I own my past. I own the fact that I used to be just the biggest bitch in town. I'm not now. Life lesson learned. I love who I am now. I wouldn't change, you know, I'm sure in 20 years when I'm, you know, pushing 80, or pushing 85. I would be 85 in 20 years. You know, who knows what I'll think then. But celebrate who you are today. Accept who you are today. Make peace with your past. It happened. You're not the same person. Let it go. Now, if you have, you know, you were doing great in the past and you're not doing so great today, that's okay, because you can always do better. Every day you can make progress. If you don't feel you're making progress, just look at your attitude. Choose to be happy. Choose to have a positive outlook. And at times it can be really hard. It can be a struggle. When you're facing hardship, it can be tough to find that silver lining. But there is a new day. There is tomorrow. And just hold on to that. Make tomorrow better than today. Make today is the best day you can, but make tomorrow even better. Make peace with the past. It's over. It's done with. It's okay. But if you have outgrown someone, it's okay. Wish them well. Let it go. No blame, no shame, no finger pointing. Come on. You're better than that. Let it go. Let them go. If you need to, let them go. It's okay. Let go of your past. Make peace with it. Let it go. It's not who you are now. Celebrate you. Celebrate who you are. Celebrate who you want to become.